My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Love Lies Bleeding. And I thought the trailer for this movie looked fantastic, and everybody seems to love it. So I went in with high expectations, and in typical Gavin fashion, I think it's a very overrated movie. But let's begin talking about the performances. And Kristen Stewart is very hit or miss for me. I thought she was amazing in Adventureland, and I love her performance in Crimes of the Future. But she's also given some very weak performances. So where do I land here? I think this is one of her best performances. I really do. She carries this movie incredibly well. She showcases a wide range of emotions, and she just sells you on everything she needs to. Really impressive work. And then you've got Katie O'Brien, who for the first half really blew me away. She just has so much screen presence, and she's so charismatic, and she brings a level of depth to her character. But in the second half of the movie, she's given such weak material and it kind of drags her performance down. She kind of becomes one note, and I was left unsatisfied with her performance. Ed Harris, I thought looked really creepy and menacing in the trailers, and he doesn't do a bad job. He's fine, but I was underwhelmed by him. Dave Franco, I thought was really good. It's a very different kind of performance, but he pulls it off incredibly well. Jenna Malone is severely underdeveloped. She does a fine job, but she's given nothing to work with, really. And Anna Baryshnikov, I thought did a really good job as well. She's crazy, she's unpredictable, and she keeps you on edge. So the cast I'm mixed on, but the movie is very well directed by Rose Glass. She directed a movie called Saint Maud a few years ago, and I liked that movie. I think it ends very effectively, and this is a nice progression for her as a filmmaker. I love the vibes this movie has. It's very well shot. The music by Clint Mansell is great and well utilized, but my issues come from the script. The movie's reliant on a romance that felt really rushed, and then it just goes in all these different directions, and nothing really clicked for me. I mean, you've got a bodybuilding competition that feels unneeded. You've got this other girl who's jealous that as nothing comes from that storyline. You've got this plot with the FBI, which I don't think is needed. So you just got like a bunch of ideas, but everything is so underdeveloped that it just feels kind of messy. Like by the end of the movie, I'm like, you needed a good extra 20-30 minutes to flesh it out. Yeah, so that didn't really work for me. I thought the movie thematically was rather empty. Like, is it just about love and abuse and that's it? Like, there's not much to chew on. Like with A24 movies, sometimes you get a movie that's like, okay, this is fine, but the more you think about it, you're like, okay, there's actually a lot more to this movie, but I'm not getting that with this one, actually. Yeah, which is kind of weird actually. The more I think about this movie, the less I like it. And I also found some moments should have been tense. Like one scene involving a living room should have had me on the edge of my seat, but unfortunately it did not. And when things take a turn for the worst in the last act, it gets resolved pretty quickly. So I don't know, it just felt like wasted potential. And then we get to the ending, and look, it's all subjective. If you like this movie, good for you. But if this movie was not produced by A24, I feel like people would hate this ending a lot more. This ending is bullshit. It is such a stupid, retarded ending. It really is. Like, there is no defense for this direction. There just isn't. It is absolutely absurd in the worst possible ways. So, yeah, this one's kind of interesting because while I was watching it, I'm like, well, it's not boring. So I thought to myself, I'm going to give it probably a 6 out of 10. But then we got to the ending and I dropped it down to a 5. And then driving home, the more I sat with the movie, the less I liked it. And I feel like it's got some great performances, some great filmmaking, but at the end of the day, it's just wasted potential. So I'm giving Love Lies Bleeding, I forgot the title, a 4 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Love Lies Bleeding? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.